going to look at how to create our first database with any one of the RelianceSoft application. We launch one of the software, in this case RelianceSoft Weibull++. After that, we enter a name of a database inside which we'll be developing one or more projects. And then we opt for either a standard database, which in other words we're working on, we're storing the information on a hard disk where the software is installed, or we'll be looking at interfacing to an enterprise database, Microsoft SQL or Oracle. So for this example, we're going to be working on a standard database. So we assign the name, my database, and we make sure we leave the extension as it is. So in this case, RSR23. We also make note of, for further reference, where the database is going to be created. Obviously, if we don't like we can always reposition it. And then we click Create. We click Create, and the database will contain the first project called Project 1, which via the Project Interface tab we can then edit according to the actual project or the product we're working on. And then we have to choose what type of analysis we're going to develop inside the Weibull++ software. In this case, there are interfaces that relate to the add-on, the live stress data analysis X Alta, or the reliability growth analysis X RGA software. So for the first exercise, we'll be looking at creating a live data analysis. We click Next, and the next window tells us what type of data we'll be looking at. So we have to choose between times to failure and freeform, and then we can select any of these options according to the type of data we're dealing with. For this example, for simplicity, we're just dealing simply with the time to failure data, assuming that the unit in hours is acceptable. And then click OK. And the software now creates an interface similar to Excel, where we can then insert our data. Say, for example, we've inserted this data that refers to whatever product we want to indicate here. The name is not compulsory unless different types of analysis is that will take into account whatever label we assign. So once we've done that, we have, say for example, we want to analyze our data with any one of these models. For simplicity, we start with a 2-parameter Weibull, and then we click OK. We click OK. On the right hand side, we'll present information about the parameters of the model, and we can also now start exploring the actual graphical interface. So here we've got the output of our analysis, and there are obviously various types of output in terms of graphical interface, and if we want to interrogate our data specifically, we can enter any one of these criteria. So for example, the reliability after 10,000 hours with confidence level lower one-sided, and we can estimate it, and here are the results. The results presented in the central, the big results represent the medium value, while instead the lower bound, the 90% lower confidence bound, are represented by the figure presented below. And that's it. Thank you very much.